Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's your boy Nick Boy. It is the very last day of the 10s and it was a decade like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. The 10s lasted from January 1st, 2010 to December 31st, 2019. It was sure one hell of a decade and there was a lot of things that happened between 2010 and 2019. Firstly, the rise of YouTube as a website that changed the world. And one of the most influential people in the 2010s decade has to be Felix Arvidolf Schellberg. Kind of like how the most influential people in the 60s were the Beatles, Queen in the 70s, maybe Michael Jackson in the 80s and 90s. Also, Minecraft made a huge impact on our generation in the 2010s. What I've also been seeing is people say the 2010s are bad, and you do see a lot of people saying once 2016 came along, the years kept getting worse. Which is kind of true. The early 2010s from 2010 to 2014 were definitely amazing and nostalgic. Also, unfortunately, the 20s might be the worst decade because I think most of my viewers were born in the 2000s just like I was, and that means we're gonna become adults in the 20s. And it's just gonna be rough because adulthood is hell and life doesn't get better when you're an adult, unfortunately. I'm not being negative, I'm just being realistic. Anyways, I think that the early 2010s and the late 2010s were two completely different eras. They definitely should be compared, like Minecraft and Terraria, Facebook and Twitter, Apple and Samsung, Call of Duty and Battlefield, the list goes on. Also, another thing that I think defines the 2010s is streaming, where you can watch somebody live play a game, or, you know, be a bad pet owner. There has been many things that defined the 2010s, and I can make a longer video talking about that, but I don't think I should make this video longer on purpose because I don't want to be a YouTuber that makes their videos very long for no reason. Tell us in the comments what things you thought defined the 2010s. Also, this will be my last video, not only in 2019, but for the decade. See you guys in the next decade. Bye, boys.